Subscribe to my channel.
To lesson 19. all right, in lesson 19 of our CSS series, guys. For lesson 19 we are going to be looking at CSS Combinator. When we're discussing CSS Combinator, what comes to our mind? We are discussing in basically like having those selector being combined together, all right, combining simple selector. Okay, now we have like this, we have the div here. Okay, we have the div, we have this div here with the class name. Okay, we have this with the class name, okay, greater than. And if you come down here, we have another div here with the class name or with the positive sign as the class name, and down here we have this ampersand here as our class name. Now the next thing we want to do is, if you haven't been following all the series, please, I have created this HTML work here at the back of the camera, so please do your best. You can pause the video and go through it. You can pause the video and go through it step after step. And then the next thing we'll discuss is selector. I want us to do for this channel, please guys, you should please subscribe, like and comment if you have any doubt as well, or you share the video. Besides, please guys, subscribe. Now when we discuss selector, we are talking about 4 basic selector within CSS. Now we have the descending selector, we have the child selector, we have the adjacent sibling selector, we have the general sibling selector as well. So this is our descendant spacing selector, this is our child selector, this is our sibling selector adjacent, and this is our general sibling selector. So guys, we're going to open this in our HTML in our browser quickly. I'll just open it into our browser, and then we give it some time. Let it load. Now you have load already. Now if we open the browser, this is what we have here. Okay, we have descending selector, we have next sibling selector, and we have general sibling selector. Now for next sibling selector is also as adjacent. All right, so we continue. Now in our CSS here, we want to start our work by firstly we're looking at what we normally would like to call our selector. Now the first place I'm going to call our first star, all right, our first class. Our first class here is the greater than sign, so I'm going to come here and put the greater than sign here. Okay, after putting the greater than sign, now we want to perform something like spacing. All right, the descending, right, the descendants or selector, which is spacing. Now I'll put space and put P and put this and say background color, and say red. All right, or we say yellow. Okay, we say yellow, green. All right, now if I come back here to our browser and refresh our browser, now let's do this quickly. I'm just going to change the class name quickly. We'll change the class name beside. For here we'll say 1. Okay, we'll say 1 here. Come back to our work, and here we'll come in and say 1 and save it. Good. After saving this, we'll come here and we'll refresh this. Now you see what happened here. Okay, now using the space here in the div called 1, now if you can see here clearly, the changes have been made. Now in the div here called 1, we want to work with all of the paragraph. Now that's what we call descendant, right? Now let me open our HTML element so we can see it quickly. Now if I open our HTML element, in the div here we have 1 and 2. all right, we have paragraph 1 and paragraph 2. Okay, now paragraph 1 and paragraph 2, they are being color, the background color have changed. Now that'll use another way of combining selector. Okay, now that'll use the greater than sign. Good. We'll use this and save it, and then if I get back to our browser quickly and refresh it. Now you see the same old thing is still happening. Okay, but now let's assume that I just remove everything, save it, and then you see what will happen. Now the entire div have taken the background color. The entire div, the entire container have taken the background color. Now if I come here and put this and say P and save it, and then when I refresh it, now you see. Okay, now so for this spacing and the child selector, they both have a very slight similarity. Okay, they both look identical, but at time in further advanced courses will be showing you how they are a bit different from each other. Okay, so the next thing we want to apply on our next area, we say dot to and we say P. Okay, now if I come to our HTML here, our next div, we want to change our class name to 2. Okay, on our next div, this is our next div. All right, where we'll be using the positive sign TWO. Now we save this. When we get back here and refresh it, we can check in the style here. We want to make background color again. The background color will be one simple way that you'll be able to at least understand it. All right, red. Now after taking red, we'll come and refresh this. Now you see what happened here. Okay, the same thing have occurred, but now we want to include our child, we want to include our JSON sibling selector in it. Okay, now if we put the positive sign here and space it, now when we refresh this, boom, it happens. All right, now when we're talking about a JSON selector, now look at paragraph 1 in div. All right, we have paragraph 1, paragraph 2, and we have paragraph 1 again. Now if you look into the div here, you will understand that where we have 2, this it have skipped this, and outside of the div, the first paragraph tag that appear outside of the div, which is this, right? It is the one that it took and then it started. All right, now that is the power of using your adjacent or the next. All right, the next. Now after the 2 things in the div here, the next one is this, right? So it have been formatted with a background color of red. Now let's try the next selector we have here. Okay, now for this general sibling selector, we're going to come over to our HTML document. In our HTML document, we're going to scroll down. We see how bad we can change the class name here to 3. Now we save it. After saving it, I come here and say .3 and say P, right? After saving this and say background color, say yellow. Now and save it. Now if I push this on the side and then refresh our browser, now if I come down, we'll find out that we have a single paragraph within a div. Okay, so it is that paragraph that it is currently working with. So now let us put this our general sibling selector sign in this code. Now after putting this, when I save it and come here, refresh our code, now you see what happened here. Okay, now we have paragraph 2 and paragraph 3. Okay, we have paragraph 2 and paragraph 3 that have been formatted. Now if we come down here for general sibling selector in our HTML, we want to understand what is happening there. We have paragraph 2 and paragraph 3. Okay, now if I come right here and change the line of code and say this should be H1. Okay, H1 say hello to all. Now when we save this code, we come back here and refresh this, boom, we have an element that is in between here that is not being touched, but we are able to format our paragraph 2 and paragraph 3 without touching our H1 element. Now for the one that is within the continuum, which is this, all right, our paragraph 1 is what that is in the continuum. If you look here, this paragraph 1 is within this div here. Okay, now it is not being touched because we are using our general or sibling selector. Now our general sibling selector, now this in here will be acting as a parent, and all of this will be acting as children. Okay, they will be acting as children. Now this is our parent child, and then in here we are within the parent child. We have this being our child, and we are now working with the child. Now we are not working with this child, rather we are working with the tool down here. Okay, so guys, this is for combination of CSS selectors. Okay, now in our advanced series we'll be talking about how to put them into working environment, how we can add into working environment. Like I said, this is just our beginner lesson to at least give you basic understanding. So please do not forget to subscribe. Okay guys, in further projects we'll be using these things, we'll be using it. So when we start to using advanced lesson, I don't want you guys to be a bit confused. No, we should already have the knowledge on where I'm taking all of the things when I'm implementing into the code. So guys, thank you very much. I see you guys in lesson 20. Wow, lesson 20. Hopefully we are going to do a quick project with lesson 20, a very short project with lesson 20, going over some of the things that we have covered in the past. Okay, so guys, see you guys in the next video, and I hope that you guys learned something. Okay, if you have anything, you can at least comment it. If you want me to make video on some topics that probably you don't understand, all right, you can send the topics. I will make video on it as well. So guys, see you guys in the next video. I hope that you guys have subscribed. Okay, I hope that you guys have subscribed. Please subscribe, all right. By subscribing to the channel, you are showing that you love the channel and you would like to see more of our content. Okay, so guys, thank you very much. I see you guys in lesson 20.
Subscribe to my channel.